January 28th is National Data Privacy Day. It is designed to raise and promote privacy and data protection practices. And joining me now to talk more about that and what you should be doing is Tony Morales. She is the Director of External Affairs at AT&T. Always nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having us again. We appreciate it.
How prevalent is data theft these days?
Well, unfortunately, it's extremely prevalent. Anybody who banks online, anybody who buys anything from Amazon, anybody who does really anything now is really susceptible to people either hacking or spamming them. So what we want to do is January 28th, as you mentioned, is going to be National Data Privacy Day. And so what AT&T wanted to do was give people a few practical tips to really empower them. I think a lot of people think that they're powerless. In fact, there was a recent study that said 43% of people feel powerless when it comes to their online security, and nobody can blame them, really. I mean, I feel certainly uncertain about every time I go online.
Right.
You never really know. But there's practical ways to do it. One of the first and easiest ways is really making sure your password is strong. So in the past, people have said, password 1234 just ain't gonna cut it anymore.
No, too basic.
And I think we know a lot of people who probably still have that.
But in addition to making it strong, you also have to change it frequently,
right? Oh,
right?
absolutely. So we encourage people to do it every 3 to 6 months. And in addition, instead of doing just letters or your favorite dog or your favorite ant, what you need to do is make random short words. So black, mountain, sunset. So you need to make it random, and you need to make it something that you can remember.
Yes.
But we've moved away from doing...
Go ahead, keep going. I may sneeze.
Oh, no,
just
go
so
ahead, please. Well, bless you in advance. So we encourage people to make it random and short words is really what we're going towards.
And you also advise people to really follow those security settings.
Absolutely.
Give me an example of what a security setting might be.
Anybody who has a cell phone, you'll see an update. It says like update and it's outstanding. What that means is that your operating system needs to be updated. And Apple and Google, what they do is there's bugs that needs to be worked out in their operating system. So you need to do that because that essentially is a way that hackers can get in.
So it really is a protection mechanism.
Absolutely, and that's huge. And it also is updating your apps. Same thing, all those companies, they do that for a reason because there's some vulnerability that they've likely found. So making sure your apps are updated.
And really watch what you share. There are so many of us who use social media on a regular basis. What do you mean by share? Like what would be something you shouldn't do?
So the key is don't overshare, right? Okay. So, and I know it's all hard for us to do in this era of Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but really what we want people to do is people can get biographical data really easily. You say, it's my birthday, thanks to my grandmother for sending me a card. They know they knew your birthday, they might know your grandmother's name. It's an easy way for them to hack your computer.
So difficult.
Stay away from birthdays, biographical data. And also,
go ahead.
Geo-tracking,
yeah.
Exactly. So anytime you check in somewhere, so say you're at a restaurant and you check in, we really discourage that because in real time, people will know you're either not at home or they know where you're at. So if you want to talk about an awesome restaurant you've been to, just talk about it afterwards. Exactly.
Okay, safeguarding personal and financial information. So many people do their online banking now on their phone.
Exactly. So Scott and I were just talking at the break, and he got a text message that said, Wells Fargo, please change your account number. It's not from Wells Fargo. And via text message is a lot of way that these spoofers get. So check the URL, make sure it's a legitimate business number, and make sure that who you're actually talking to is actually who you're talking to.
Okay, we only have 30 seconds left, so I just want to mention, be careful what you click, obviously, and protect yourself in the cloud. But there are 2 great apps that AT&T has. Can you just tell me what those are real quickly?
Yep, really quickly. We have AT&T Mobile Security, which alerts you if any of your files have been mishandled or updated, and then AT&T Call Protect, which blocks spamming calls. And if all else fails, AT&T.com/cyberaware. Go, and we have tons of tips.
Yes, it's the new website that you launched at AT&T. It's att.com/cyberaware. It's att.com/cyberaware. Thank you so much for being here.
We appreciate it.
Great information and so valuable.
We appreciate it. Thank you.